California just did something that could change life for millions of people who've been locked out of the solar boom entirely, and the timing could not be more urgent. This week, the California legislature passed Senate Bill 868, the Plug and Play Solar Act, and it's now sitting on Governor Newsom's desk with a deadline of September 30th to sign it. It's almost a certainty that it will be signed. The bill lets anyone plug a solar system of up to 1,200 watts straight into a standard wall outlet. You might be thinking to yourself, how is this a big deal? Well, have a look at Germany. More than 1 million people have done this, and it is saving them huge amounts of money. There is no interconnection agreement needed from the utility and no local permitting needed. You can just do it. The panels just need to be certified by UL or an equivalent testing lab. The assembly passed 73 to nothing. They passed this vote 73 to 0, complete bipartisan support. The Senate, it was 35 to 1. So one moron voted against it, 35 voted for it. That's about as bipartisan as it absolutely gets on anything in America right now. Why does this matter so much? Because California has roughly 14 million rental units, around 40% of all households. And these, single person households are growing faster than any other household type in California. Those people have never been able to touch rooftop solar. They don't own a roof. And now here's the brutal part, which comes from a report the Environmental Working Council group released this month. Extreme and major heat advisory days across California have jumped 55% over the last 2 decades, and in some regions as much as 145%. On the Electric Viking website, I'll put a link in the description below. We have more articles about electric cars and battery technology than any other website that I'm aware of in the world. So check that out. Link is in the description. And there you'll find our videos and analysis and articles about everything going on in the EV world. Californians are already spending $4 billion a year on home air conditioning, adding anywhere from $95 to $800 to their annual bills. Almost 7 million ratepayers are in some form of utility debt. Utility debt, 7 million of them. And this is a state where electricity averages around 30 cents a kilowatt hour, the highest in the continental United States. Rates have doubled in a decade. Millions of families face a genuinely dangerous choice here. Run the air conditioning and fall further behind on their utility debts, or switch it off and risk heat stroke or having some sort of problem from heat. And it's renters who are most exposed. Only 64% of 2 to 4 bedroom apartments in California have air conditioning at all, compared with 80% of single family homes. For pregnant women, the elderly, and small children, this is actually a health emergency, not an inconvenience. Balcony solar doesn't fix everything, but it directly attacks the problem. An 800-watt kit costs around $500 to $1,000, hangs off a railing without tools in under 2 hours, and offsets 15 to 25% of a typical apartment's consumption. That's a big number for a small outlay. At California rates, that's $35 to $55 a month, or up to $450 a year, according to Senator Wiener's office, with payback in roughly 3 to 5 years. Critically, solar generates the most in the middle of a hot afternoon, exactly when the air conditioner is working at its hardest. And when you move, you unplug it and you take it with you. So if your lease comes up and you're going to leave, you can just take it with you. You don't have to worry about losing it. If you think this is a niche idea, Germany already has well over 1 million registered balcony solar systems. And that's Germany, not California, where there's literally more than twice as much sun. Utah, Virginia, and 6 other states have legalized balcony solar since 2025. And if Newsom signs, California becomes the 9th and by far the biggest market for balcony solar. The utilities did win one concession, a sunset on the interconnection exemption in January 2030. But That gives the market 4 years to prove itself. And once 1 million Californians own one of these, well, good luck taking it away. It's going to be almost impossible. Cheap panels, dangerous heat, and unaffordable power bills have collided. Balcony solar is the first solution that puts the fix into the hands of the people who clearly do need it the most. This is really good news, guys. Let me know what your thoughts are in the comments, and thanks for watching. This channel is now officially translated into 5 languages, each with its own dedicated YouTube channel: Portuguese, Spanish, German, French, and Hindi. Full channels, I'm not talking subtitles. If you speak one of those languages or you know someone who does, the links are in the description. And subscribing in these first weeks will really help me. It'll make an enormous difference to how YouTube pushes them out, because at this point, yeah, they haven't gotten a lot of traction yet. It takes a while for things to start. But anyway, we're putting a lot of work into making this, getting this content out there, making this happen. Why does this matter? Well, because the EV transition is not an English language story. Brazil is one of the fastest growing EV markets on earth, and BYD is building cars there. Spain and Latin America are electrifying fast. Germany is the heart of legacy auto industry that's being disrupted, and there's a lot of people who speak German outside of Germany as well. And India is arguably the single most important EV market of the next decade. The audiences in those countries, they deserve their analysis in their own language. At least I think they do. You can already watch my videos on Bilibili, hundreds of them. I'd rather you watch them on a channel that I actually control though, and that's actually up now on Bilibili. I'll put a link in the description to that too.